What the fuck is failure? What's up, MVA fam? It's Pat. So today we're going to be talking about what the fuck is failure and why it's so important for achieving what you want to achieve during your life. So let's talk about how failure was really introduced into our lives. As children, you might have been punished for your failures. May it have been not living up to your parents' or guardians' expectations with grades, with sports. Maybe you got punishment for that, for failing at that. Or whatever expectations, it was usually a punishment with failure. And that's how we grew up with failure, or relating failure to our lives. But that's us as children. Now we got to look at it as adults. The way that we should see it is by learning from it so we can achieve what we want to achieve. That's how we should see failure, as a vehicle to our goals. Let's talk about how to accomplish that. So basically, the more we fail, the more we should learn, with that train of thought. Let's talk about courage for a second. You've all heard of this saying, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. With failing, there's a great deal of courage that you have to take. One of my favorite quotes ever by Henry Ford is that failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time with more intelligence. We should learn from our failures, or else the failures are completely useless as tools for our future, okay? And how do we learn from our failures? Well, we got to remember what we screwed on before so we can avoid on doing it again, on repeating that failure, right? And how do we do that? By documenting that failure. So how do the most successful people do it? 4 years ago, I started keeping a journal. I wish I had it with me. It's like a little book where all you do is if you fail at something that day or something happened, you'd write in that journal. It's like a diary. You write in that journal the failure and then how to overcome it the next time around so you can avoid doing it, making the same mistakes. So you keep that journal with you and write in it at all times every time you screw up. So you learn from your failures. And not only do you learn from your own failures, but you can also learn from the mistakes of the people of the past. So that's why it's so important to go to seminars, conferences, to just network on your own and meet successful people doing things that you want to do in your future. And also, that's also why it's important to read personal growth books as well. So you can learn from these people and you can learn the mistakes that they've made and the failures they've made in their past to accomplish what they've accomplished, the same things that you want, so you can avoid those failures and avoid those mistakes and accomplish what you want to accomplish. Does that make sense? So that's why it's important to learn from your elders and why they're so wise. Just to close it out, people, try this week to get a journal. It doesn't matter if it's just a piece of paper. It doesn't matter if it's a book. You go to Walmart, buy a book for like $1 or $2, and write in there, think about the biggest failure, the biggest mistake you made this past year, and write it down, and also write how you can overcome it the next time, like what you should have done to avoid that failure and mistake. Thanks for watching. If you love this video and you got value from it, hit it with a thumbs up, right? Get engaged in the comments down below. Add us on social medias, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. Subscribe. And anyways, the links are all down below. In August, we're gonna have all new stuff. You heard me say it like 3 times. And next week, tune in, 5 o'clock on Wednesday, we're gonna be talking about delayed gratification and why that's seriously important in your life too. All right, MVA fam, until next time, see ya!